everyone, this is Persephone, and today we will be discussing dating at 3 inches. You know what part is 3 inches? This is YouTube, I'm not going to elaborate, but let's just say it's not 3 inches, it's 3.5, 4, 5, whatever, you know what I believe. If you are under 5, vasectomy, chastity, serving a goddess. But let's say you don't want to do any of that, although you should get that vasectomy, and you have the audacity to actually want to date. Can you? Is anyone going to be interested in someone who has 3 inches? Should you go for it? I have an abundant mindset and I have a variety of options for you. Some of them you will like, some of them maybe not so much, but the one thing you have to avoid is being delusional. By being delusional, I mean believing the lies women say that size doesn't matter. Size does matter, and if you don't want to take my word for it, go to any adult store and try to find 3-inch dildos. They don't have any, and if they do, it's going to be something like a keychain for a prank. It's not going to be something that women use to actually orgasm. So what do you do if that ship has sailed and you are at 3 inches on a good day? Thing number 1 is lowering your standards. The idea that you're going to be in an exclusive relationship with a hot cam girl, model, Twitch girl, athlete, I don't know, OnlyFans girl that's just going to be satisfied with your 3 inches is a pipe dream. There are men who say, but women can orgasm using just a finger, so what is the big deal? And to which my response is always the same. People can live in a cave eating grasshoppers and drinking water from the ground of the cave and they will survive. Does that mean that this is the preferred way of survival? No. So the first thing you can do is aim for older women. I say older because from talking to many older women, by older I mean at least late 40s to 50s to beyond, the more women approach perimenopause and menopause, the less interest they have in sex. So if you manage to look decent and be a very good beta provider and a good companion, maybe you are going to be able to find a woman that she is satisfied with using toys, being in a cuckold relationship, or just not have much interest in sex altogether. The second is having a relationship with an AI. And before you say AI are disembodied entities, for the time being, the Realbotics company is already producing the first amazing androids that they are having AI personalities installed on them that I consider the future for a lot of beta men. So I would say start saving up for that because the prices are still going to be quite high even if they drop. So if you have $20,000-$30,000, I would say why not have an android girlfriend that is going to be programmed to love you instead of a woman that she will exploit you, cheat on you, and live with half of your assets. Because let's face it, 3 inches aren't satisfying anyone. Option number 3 is being in a fandom relationship. Fandom relationships are still relationships. Probably you're going to have to outsource the sex. Like I said, cuckold relationship earlier, or being submissive in chastity, then you won't be needing sex in a term of like penis and vagina penetration, and it won't matter to your mistress because it's going to have probably more than 1 subs or balls and so on. I still think that fandom relationship is ideal if you're truly submissive. I say that because there is a category of guys that they're what I call pseudo-subs and they plan to make a lot of videos dissing because I'm really fed up with them. Because they contact me and they pretend to be my subs. By the way, if you want to contact me, above I have created a series of links that can give you direct access to me. And you can choose the type of site you want to sign up to spend time with me, and I would ask you to please use my affiliate link because that helps me make money without you paying anything extra. So in this case, they contact me and they're saying things like, I understand that you're a fandom goddess, but how about me moving in with you as your boyfriend? Moving in as my boyfriend to do what exactly? You, me, and your 3 inches, the 3 of us. And also, some of these guys said that I should stop being a goddess and they should take care of me, which is essentially, hey, can you just, I can just throw $20 at you and you can change everything about yourself? No. The other important thing to do is to stop watching all of the Manosphere podcasts immediately. This advice, red pill and so on, applies greatly to men who have other type of problems, not 3 inches. For example, if a man is average height at least, average penis size at least, and just has extra weight, or he doesn't have a lot of money, or he has been raised by a mother who conditioned him to be a doormat, he can greatly benefit from this advice. In your case, 3 inches are 3 inches, nothing is going to change, and if you start spouting things like, oh, women after 25 expire, you're just making a fool out of yourself, and you are going to fall victim to predatory women. There are women who have been gaming the system and making men pay for everything for thousands of years, so don't go against those raid bosses as a noob. You're going to lose and you're going to be heartbroken, and I don't want that for you. Another option is giving up relationships altogether and going monk mode. This is something that I didn't have in my previous videos, but as technology and the world are changing rapidly, new options emerge for us, which is great. And by going monk mode, I mean that I'm a firm believer that within 4 to 5 years, as futurist Ray Kurzweil predicted, and his predictions are 86% correct, so he's not crazy, there is going to be massive advances when it comes to AI in medicine and other places. So maybe penis enlargement is going to be a thing. So I'm just saying, if none of that works for you, you're not submissive, you don't want to be a cuckold, you don't like chastity, and you continue to listen to crazy men's podcasts, I would say you forget everything, you even unsubscribe from my channel, and you focus on making 6 digits annually minimum to use the money on yourself. To get yourself a new upgraded body, a bigger penis, 10 inches on your height, therapy for the trauma you must have, because honestly, being a man with a tiny penis, I'm not a guy, but I see that it's an inherently traumatic experience for a lot of guys. And the last year that I haven't been doing YouTube very much, it's because I talked to literally thousands of guys, and a lot of them had a first story to tell that was extremely traumatic, that it was how they realized that their penis is too small before they heard about fandom or anything. And there was a guy that he said that he was in high school, and there were a bunch of girls that he was very handsome and athletic, and they peeked from the toilet stall or something when he was peeing, and one girl said to the other, wow, what a disappointment, there is not much to be seen there. And he has been traumatized ever since. So if you want to leave all of that garbage behind you, I would say save up, go monk mode, don't spend any more on porn, don't spend any more on mistresses. I know that this is counterintuitive coming from me, but I want the best for you. There is no shortage of sims for me or babies, so I have to give you the best advice I can. And hope to, how do they say it on all the incel forums, ascend.